I grew up in the 60s as a child watching the launches and being very excited. I would lie on top of the car hood and look up at the sky and look at the stars and think about the human presence in the universe. And it was something that caused me to really think about becoming a scientist, an engineer, trying to find my own way so I could get involved in this human adventure. This is Ramona Travis. I work at NASA, and this is my story. During college, I was trained as an environmental scientist, more specifically in soil science. And so when I joined with NASA, I was a field scientist and field technologist working with remotely sensed data from satellites and aircraft. And so I've had the opportunity to travel literally from the Arctic to the tropics. And I remember some neat stories sitting on the beach of a Arctic lake looking up at the aurora borealis after a day of gathering data out in the field, trying to run away from lightning storms in the marsh in Louisiana. And today I get to work with rocket scientists as the chief technologist, and so that's pretty cool stuff. Where else in the world would you have this kind of variety in the sorts of things that you get to do? A piece of advice I'd like to also give is to push yourself, try different things, to take from what President Kennedy said back at the time he announced that the U.S. was going to go to the moon. We do things not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Push yourself, go beyond your normal comfort zone. You'll grow as a person, and that is the kind of thing that helps us grow as a culture and as a human race. So find your own place in that and push yourself that extra little bit to help advance. At NASA, you just never know in a particular day, especially if you're a field scientist, as I have been in working with remotely sensed data. You could be behind a desk working on a paper, you could be at the computer processing data, or you could be out in the field. Often there were days I'd have my hair pulled back in a ponytail, wearing jeans and waders or boots and no makeup and sunburn and such, gathering data out in the marsh or the swamp or wherever. I've had the chance to ride the darndest vehicles, from pirogues to airboats to float planes and snowmobiles. I had to learn how to use a rifle just in case a polar bear came after us, and I have dodged snakes holding my clipboard above my head as I waded through the water in the marsh, and then looking behind me as I'd hear a hiss from an alligator. So you just never know what challenges may come your way when you work for NASA.